Thaddeus Matthews, the cussing pastor. He's having a hard time right now. He's going through a divorce with his second or third wife. And he's being talked about on the national platform. I heard a little bit of it. It's nasty. The divorce between him and his wife is nasty. They are going at each other. Now, I grew up listening to Thaddeus Matthews on the radio. He had a program, Express Yourself. He started it while he was doing repo service. Thaddeus Matthews been around me for a long time, well known. A very interesting figure, radio figure. Thaddeus Matthews always been a preacher, and he always been a man that believe in doing everything. Thaddeus Matthews believe in doing everything. And proud to tell you, but him and his wife, I don't think they've been married that long. 4 or 5 years at the most. After he started passing that church or something, he went and got him a wife. Thaddeus Matthews had never got along with women. From years of listening to him on the radio, with his shows and stuff, he always seemed to have issue with women. Thaddeus Matthews would try to hit on a lot of women. And then when they turn him down, he tend to dog them out. I can remember him trying to talk to what that lady blues singer named Tony Green. If Thaddeus Matthews didn't get the woman he want, he would use his radio to dog them out, make them look bad. I like Thaddeus Matthews though. I grew up listening to him. He told me a lot about Memphis that I didn't know at the time. A lot about the funeral homes, and a lot about politics. But we all know that man is not a pastor. Not a man of God. Not a preacher of God. I know that nobody with any type of common sense go and join themselves to that man's church. Thaddeus Matthews loves using the phrase, "You so heavenly minded till you know earthly good." I always wanted to ask him about that. Ever since I heard him use that phrase years ago, I've been wanting to ask him about that phrase. What does that really mean? You so heavenly minded till you know earthly good. Daddy Matthew did called out back in the day by other preachers by not living as a man of God, and he claimed to be a preacher back then. He would use that. You so heavenly minded till you know earthly good. Well, if the Bible tells us to be separated from the world and focus on trying to be righteous and do what the Bible instructs, that that's your issue. That what you trying to say? Down the Bible. Daddy Matthew go to blues show. Daddy Matthew always have done a whole lot of stuff. Worldly stuff. I like him though, His show was very interesting back in the day before he started getting too heavy into politics. And he started to use his show to try to blackmail folk, destroy people. John Carpenter, he had that man on a string. We ain't heard from John Carpenter since he lost to AC Warden. Daddy Matthew had that man believing he could win. Took a lot of that man money. We ain't heard from him since. I don't even know if he's still alive. Then Daddy Matthew attacked some lady in Memphis. A politician running for city council. That's when he ruined his reputation with the radio. They got him out finally. That's when he started venturing into podcasting and stuff like that. The internet. What that lady name in Memphis? I remember her face, but I can't remember her name. Daddy Matthew drugged that woman. I think he tried to talk to that woman or did something, whatever. Something went on. He got on the radio and drugged that lady. He did the woman bad. He did the woman wrong. And it was finally really got him kicked off radio because I think he went to he was on AM 1030 for a long time, and I think he was on 990 for a while. I think he started out on 990, went to 1030. Then he went to 1600 for a while. And then he was over there at 1360. 13 something for a while. He was lying for a lot of years, having people thinking that he was owning a radio station. He was leasing, he was buying airtime from that doctor. What's that doctor name? When they pulled him off, when they broke his lease, kicked him out of rail, he had to eat them lies. He had to come out and tell, well, I was leasing, buying my airtime with the option of buying the radio station. But he was telling people for about 2 years that he owned a radio station. He had bought it. He'll tell lies. Daddy Matthew too good at lying. He'll tell some lies. That's why I can't see how anybody with his title, the cussing pastor. What righteous man hold a title like that, the cussing pastor? They'll tell you right there. that he ain't godly. I hear him and his wife, they having an issue. Something about him, they talking. She claiming he's gay. He like men. I can remember back in the day, Daddy Matthew did a lot of shows talking about a lot of preachers being caught up in Memphis with drag queen cross-dressers. A lot of them died of AIDS. It was rumored way back then that he was one of them too. But of course, he don't talk about himself like that. Ain't gonna put himself out there like that. I guess that's why he was trying to cover up and go after women so hard to try to deter the people from believing he like men. Daddy Matthew seemed to have issue with women. It's like he don't like men, but his level, he definitely don't like women. He like they cat fight. That's Matthew. Golly, it's nasty. They cussing each other. They putting stuff out there. Holy people don't act like that. Come on, Mr. Matthew. That's how he built his reputation, though. People that go to his church. I never really looked at the church, but I glanced at it through here, though. The people that attend the church were nothing but a bunch of misfits. City folks don't know no better. Golly, that is Matthew. Daddy Matthew ain't never mind dragging folk. He'll drag people. Women and men, he'll talk about them. He don't never hold. He never been known for hardly holding anything back. But his divorce, man, he ain't been passing church an awfully long time. Well, if you want to call it church, I think about 8 years now. He always been a preacher, but he started passing, got him a church in the recent years. If you want to call it a church. Under that leadership, good Lord, Lord have mercy. Though I told y'all, ain't nothing holy in Memphis. Ain't nothing holy in Memphis, including him. They don't, these folks now don't have no shame in their game. Golly, that is Matthew. I wish him the best, though. I wish he would actually change some of his ways, but he's old. But it's always still a chance. But his divorce is nasty. They talking, him and that woman. Neither one of them never been holy. They go to parties, clubs, all that. Said something about him stealing her dildo and all that stuff. There's a lot of that in Memphis. It's a lot of that in Memphis. A lot of pastors. A lot of men in church. Man, with all the women floating around in these cities, but you have to think twice about touching any of these women. But with all the women floating around, why would a man go after another man. When I see a nice looking fella, I give him a proper little nice, but I don't have no desire to go after no man. I like women. I like natural born women. I ain't messing with no cross-dresser. I ain't messing with no man. Some guys like that. Yeah. I like women. You're a man, you like man, something wrong with you.